Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a minute, nearly 8-month long minute since my last upload, but we're back for a bit. This is going to be a more serious video than what you're used to, but everything's cool, there's nothing terribly wrong. For those of you who don't know, the last video I made was a review of Genshin Impact. That video is over half a year old now, and I haven't posted a video that high quality before the end of 2022, or since then. There is a good reason for this, but allow me to indulge myself a bit first. A lot of people think I script all of my videos, but I've only ever scripted videos that I label under commentary. Commentary as in the stuff that I did with the Genshin video, and videos that I plan on making in the future, because there are a lot of games that I would love to make videos on. Smooth transitions aside, if you haven't noticed already, I've been on a path reviewing video games and analyzing certain patterns within the gaming industry as a whole. This is because I think it's important to understand gaming in order to enjoy it. The PlayStation 5 has no games, and you should build a PC. Boom. World hunger solved. If one is to understand the great mystery, one must study all its aspects, not just the dogmatic, narrow view of IGN. For example, Metal Gear Rising is so much more interesting if you really understand its story and the psychology of its characters. Sure, the game is a huge meme at this point, but it dives into some pretty interesting themes for its time. The nature of conflict, the resurgence of imperialism, the effect war has on the human psyche, private corporations controlling society, Donald Trump, and Among Us. All of the major bosses in the game also get their own lyrical themes to give you an idea of their background, their motives, their ideals, why they're constantly trying to fucking kill you. Metal Gear Rising is a game I would love to make a video on, but it's been out for 10 years now. Everything I want to talk about has already been said 100 times. In a similar vein, I have a ton of cool ideas for videos, but I simply don't have the time to flesh them out at the moment. The fact is, I don't have anywhere near the amount of free time I did 5 years ago. I was still uploading pretty inconsistently. I didn't have an upload schedule, but it was more frequent than this. Back in the ancient era of 2018, I would make videos on whatever game I was playing at the time. The first video that's publicly available on my channel is a Subnautica video, but I did have videos up before that. I can't remember exactly, but I think I was doing Minecraft Let's Plays, like, unironically. Up until mid to late 2019, I wasn't even using Adobe Premiere Pro. I used this program called OpenShot Video Editor. Yeah, it was pretty terrible. It was incredibly laggy, slow, and if you sped up any footage, it would play about 10 seconds of it and then stop until that clip was finished. Okay, so I'm like speeding up the footage on my Subnautica video. That music is very loud. Why? Dude, what the f was I doing? Wait, what? After I got my hands on Premiere Pro, I was being taught the basics of how to edit by my older brother. He had far more experience with it, and I was eager to learn. Nothing important really happened in 2019. I started playing TF2 and making videos in training mode, thinking I was really f***ing good, going 20-3 against bots. God, I was stupid. But a change really started in 2020 and 2021. If you somehow didn't know, there was a pandemic that kept everyone inside from March of 2020 all the way to early 2021. I don't have an exact month for you because I could not find any data regarding where I live specifically, and none of my family members could remember exactly when the pandemic ended. With school closed and how little I went outside already, I had a lot more free time at my disposal. I don't remember much from being online, but I do vividly remember playing Minecraft throughout all of my classes. Just kidding. I was absolutely paying full attention. Because of the many hours of free time I now had because of lockdown, I kept working on videos and started posting almost on a weekly basis. These videos weren't very good, but looking back, it's quite clear that I was pretty much incapable of providing interesting commentary on my own. I had never recorded a video with any of my friends before then, but when I did, I had so much fun. My friends are all far more interesting people than I am, so it pretty much became commonplace to see a video with my buddies. Oh yeah, I also started streaming 2 years ago, early into my freshman year of high school. My first few streams were terrible. They had a lot of quality issues and sometimes didn't even have audio altogether. My videos during 2020 and 2021 were not very good, but I was experimenting with the idea of posting lower quality videos but at a more frequent rate. It's pretty clear that that's not for me. Playing games is fun, but making gaming videos is frankly exhausting. It's not difficult, it's just boring. The reason why I stopped making gaming videos is exactly the same as why I don't watch live streams. They are mind-numbingly boring. I can't stand watching someone else play a game or react to content without adding anything. I understand that streamers are live for hours a day, every single day, and it's almost impossible to be that high energy throughout an entire stream, but I'm not interested in watching a Sunny V2 video through someone else's monitor with an empty chair in the top right corner. Also, it's not like I have the attention span of a 13-year-old scrolling through TikTok.
Anyway, have you ever gone on a massive tangent?
The thing is, my lack of experience back then, coupled with a need to be heard on the internet as a porky little 8th grade dumbass, made for some pretty terrible videos. I've been trying to push myself well beyond my limits when it comes to the quality of my content, and I think my last few videos reflect that. They're not overly long or even amazing by any standard, but they're good enough that I don't audibly gag when I hear the sound of my own voice.
Hello everybody, my name is...
Yeah, that's enough of that. Personally, the Genshin Impact review is the best video I've ever made so far, but I would sooner become a VTuber than call it perfect. Well, because if you've ever made anything ever, you know that there are at least a million things you could have done differently to improve the overall quality of the end product. There are a ton of issues and missed opportunities with that video that may not be obvious to you, but they stare into my soul like a Skyrim NPC. One mistake I made with the Genshin review was not having a fresh pair of eyes take a look at it before I uploaded it. It's like I always say, if you don't catch it the first time around, odds are you won't see it until it's too late. But you know what? Even after all that, I still think Genshin Impacts Me in the worst way possible is the best video made about that game. Jokes aside, that's actually a pretty good transition into my next point, my ever-changing, persistently inconsistent editing style. You may have noticed that within these 8 videos I've been switching up how I structure and edit them. Let's start with the obvious cases. The way I edited the Genshin video was ripped straight from Maxor. Maxor is someone I admire very much because of how overproduced and hyperactive his videos are. They're insanely high quality and over-edited to the point that they're liable to cause seizures, a joke that he relishes on his channel. During my mission to experiment with new styles of editing, I decided to mimic this format in my review of Genshin Impact. And because Genshin is such a memeable game, I could exploit that and milk it to the last drop. Bit of a tangent, but I think this actually hurt the video a little bit because unlike Maxor, I can't make a coherent, well-structured analysis video while simultaneously shoving a metric ton of memes down your throat. With both the Minecraft Dungeons videos, I very obviously stole Technoblade's more relaxed style of commentary, even going as far as to copy some of his lines word for word from his Potato War series. This was mostly because at this point I didn't have enough experience as a writer to not be so derivative of existing content, but Technoblade has a way of making his videos simple but incredibly funny and engaging. Now, for some less conspicuous cases, I pretty much stole my entire remakes and remasters bit from Dunkey and Pyrocynical. Both of these creators incorporate a certain level of memeage into their videos, but keep it on track thanks to how detailed yet concise their commentary is. Concise in massive f***ing air quotes because there is no chance I'm going to call an 8-hour-long review of a Netflix original concise. Regardless, detailed yet concise is the mark I want to hit with all of my videos going forward. Speaking of the mark, and completely f***ing missing it, what was I thinking when I made these videos? I mean, they're not bad. I think they're alright, but if you thought those videos lacked any kind of structure, it's because they did. I had no practice writing scripts for videos when I made these, and that much is clear when you watch them. It was during that weird period when I was still learning more about Premiere Pro and hadn't even come close to mastering it yet. But I'm incredibly thankful for these developments. The gap in quality between a 10-minute shitpost and my entire catalog from 5 years ago is bewildering. It really speaks to my relationship with Premiere and hammers home how far my skills as an editor have come. So why am I telling you this? Because I think it's important to know what style of editing I'll prefer going forward. I love the over-edited, high-octane, and meme-fueled style of editing that Maxor's perfected, but I think it's best for me to channel that energy in moderation for brief moments of spectacle. Because I'm nowhere near his level yet. Technoblade, one of my favorite creators, had a particularly mellow style of commentary that doesn't really support the kinds of videos I want to make. So for now, at my current level, I'll stick with keeping it simple and funny, while greatly upping the ante in some places, focusing on making those bits as engaging as possible. Now, let's talk about the main reason why you clicked on this video in the first place. Well, I f***ing uploaded, that should be reason enough. You want to know where I've been all this time. I'm gonna lay it on you, so get ready. I'm still in high school. Crazy, right? I know. As a junior in high school, I can proudly say that taking 4 AP classes in 1 year is kind of difficult, and I know there are people out there taking 5 or 6, but there are other things I do outside of school that also greatly limit how much free time I have to work on videos. AP tests are coming up, they're actually in a couple weeks, and that's quite scary, so I've taken great pains to release this video before then. I've got a lot of work to do and very little time to do it, so yeah, that's why I've been absent. I've had, on average, 4 to 5 assignments per day. That's 20 to 25 a week, by the way. With numbers like that, you expect me to have an answer to the question, hey, when's the new video out? Yeah, keep asking, guys. Keep asking. It's not annoying at all. In fact, it makes production go a lot faster. The end of the school year is on the horizon, and the finish line is in sight, so I do have a rough idea of when a new video will be out. The new content in question is a review of Sonic Frontiers. Yes, I am aware the game came out in November, and no, I do not care that I'm several months late to talking about it. I've played it for well over 70 hours, so I think I know what the hell I'm talking about. That video will be up sometime in the summer, and I know that's a long time to wait, but your patience will be greatly rewarded. Trust me. Anyway, just so that you don't feel completely scammed, here's a little over-edited montage that will probably end up being my new channel trailer. You know, assuming it doesn't get cleared.
What the hell is this?